6 to 9, you're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
How you doing there, podcaster? Hey,
Does it sound a little bit better in here today, Liam, in terms of from my home studio?
not really. It sounds pretty similar to the few days. Obviously, you've got COVID, so you're broadcasting from home.
Yep.
Is that what is that? A mattress behind you, or is that just a blanket on a door?
So what I did was the first couple of days to try and kill some of the sound. I got a what's it called? A mirror, and I put it behind me, and then I put a towel over the mirror, hoping that would kind of deaden some of the noise. Didn't really do much. And so today I've just behind me. You can set the towel, tucked into the top of the door.
I mean, what's the point? You got to ask yourself
doing a bit more.
What's the point?
I think it's doing something.
It's not doing anything, mate. You got a towel hanging in your door. Like, I appreciate the effort.
It all helps. It helps the sound from echoing off the wall.
You know, I will tell you.
I've also got some more towels. I've got. Hang on. Let me unplug this. So, I've got a towel. I've got like a bath mat and a towel on the floor there. You see that?
This is ridiculous. You've just got towels sitting on the floor.
And that's another bath mat.
Yeah, mate. I know. You've got like. It's just a whole room of wooden floorboards, and you've got 3 towels lying on the floor. How is that making anything better?
It's going to be doing something.
All right, we'll do a test at the end of the podcast.
All right.
Good morning, Adelaide. Show's still running a little differently. Ben has COVID, so he's at home. I am in the studio, so business as usual. How you feeling, Ben?
Feeling much better, thanks, Liam. Do I sound okay this morning?
Yeah, you sound much better than Friday, less COVID-y. I must admit, though, you are still wearing the exact same jumper that you've been wearing for the last 5 days now. Have you changed once?
I have not changed. I'm trying to go the full 7 days without having to wash my clothes or my body.
How's that going down with the new wife? Has she filed for divorce yet?
Well, she's yesterday she was at that stage where she couldn't taste anything because her nose is so blocked. So I think we're all good because she can't smell me.
Yeah, there is something a little fun about basking in your own stank, though. So I like to do it sometimes on the weekends.
Hope you're having a pod blast with a podcast.
Cool or not cool? Cool, not cool.
Cool or not cool, Ben? Producer Bell says some things, and then we have 3 seconds to decide whether they are cool or not cool. Good morning, Bell.
Good morning. All right, first up this morning, guys. Cool or not cool? Wireless phone chargers. 3, 2, 1.
Not cool. Oh, God, they are the absolute worst inventions in the world. I bought one recently because I thought, the idea of a wireless phone charger is great because you go to bed, you just chuck it on the pad, it charges, happy days, you don't have to fumble around with the cord. But the actual practicality of a wireless phone charger is so stupid. You have to fumble around with it in the night to try and find the perfect spot where it actually charges. This morning, I got 6% battery because it didn't charge last night. And then the stupid thing has a green and a red light on it. So when it is actually charging, it lights up the whole room. So then I have to put a bit of blue tack over that. Oh, God, I hate them. I hate them so
crazy,
much.
But I actually don't believe in them. I think they're a myth. I've never been able to wirelessly charge my phone. I don't know if it's I don't have the version or
Well, it just doesn't work when
never. Even when I've tried it on other people's, it's never registered.
But have you got
Yeah, I got an OtterBox. Yeah, but I've taken it off before, but it's never worked. I've literally never. It's never. I don't know if my phone.
What have you got?
I only got 2 cameras on it. What does that mean?
It means you're a piece of ass.
We're up to 6 cameras now, right?
Yeah.
The whole back of people's phones is a camera.
All right, next up, cool or not cool? The current Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. 3, 2, 1.
Not cool. No, there's nothing fun about that. I love how it's a defamation trial, but I think all they've both done is defame themselves more. It's obviously very messy. Both sides, it's not nice.
Yeah,
and now the world knows about it.
Yeah, and you see there's all these TikTok accounts and people who don't really understand what's going on taking sides, and then it's just I think they've both done stuff wrong. I think you're better off just not touching it altogether.
Yeah. All right, finally this morning, bit of a broader one for you. Cool or not cool? Hungry Jacks.
3, 2, 1.
Cool.
Cool.
Can't go wrong with HJs. Also, I'm a big fan of the Hungry Jacks marketing team, who are just absolutely taking the piss the last 2 years. Like, you know how they did the Big Jack, and then they were sued, obviously, because of the Big Mac.
Yeah.
So that was McDonald's, and then they did JFC, which is obviously KFC.
What have they done now?
Have you seen the new one? Yeah.
No.
They're doing Hungry Jack's Uno. It's like the most shameless. Like, if that's not Macca's Monopoly, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's Hungry Jack's Uno. Peel it off. You'll never know what you're going to win.
Hey, do you ever feel like a holiday after your holiday?
Plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
And select hotels are fully refundable, so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation windows apply. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Footage has emerged of this guy. This guy, Sebastian, swearing at some young fans. And I just want to say, fair game, I reckon. That you only see a little bit of the video, and I think they're provoking Guy. They want a reaction.
I haven't seen the footage myself yet, Liam. You're about to play a bit for us, which I'm keen to hear. But we've met Guy Sebastian. He's Adelaide's very own. He's an absolute saint. You could say he's an angel. So, yeah, I'm kind of in your camp. Without actually knowing what happened, I do find it hard to believe that he was a nasty person.
We've met Mr. and Mrs. Sebastian and all of his brothers. Remember that? Before the Red Room, we had a good chat with them.
I was looking at an open house out north somewhere, and that was when I met his brother, and I was like, he was just super nice looking for a house. They're a lovely family.
Yeah, that being said, obviously, as soon as I saw this story, I was like, I got to see this. So we've got it's pretty hard to hear, but here's a little bit of it here.
Dad, being nice to you. He's a kid, calm down. Yeah, I was a kid once. I was a kid.
He walked over and he said, I was being effing nice to you. No, he's a kid. Chill out. And he said, yeah, I was a kid once. I wasn't an F-wit.
So true.
Well,
so true.
Because obviously they were calling something out to him, and like, he's in the public eye, so he'd always be copying this. But you know what? He's come out and he said, look, that being said, I shouldn't have sworn. I apologise for that. And I think, fair enough, Guy.
That sucks, though, to be in Guy's situation where he now has to come out and go, I'm sorry, I swore at a kid. No, Guy, you don't have to apologise. Those kids will be in little a-holes. They provoke
F-wits, if you ask Guy.
F-wits, yeah.
Why don't we do this morning? 13, 24, 10. Did you meet an angry celeb? Newsreader extraordinaire Taylor Jones, you had an altercation once, did you?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you this one, Liam, and I think you especially are going to be disappointed because I know you to be a bit of a fan of this person.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I ran into none other than Russell Brand on London's Tower Bridge.
You're kidding me. I'm a big Russell Brand guy.
I know. Well, I hate to break it to you. Angry man.
What?
Yeah, so I went up. I was with a girl who had actually just met on this trip who was a mad fan as well. She kind of like went into meltdown fan mode, and I was like, oh, well, I'll go up and just say, hey,
why not?
Can you come have a quick photo with my friend? He absolutely lost it at me.
Really?
Yeah,
serious?
he was with a girl. I don't know if it was a date or something that he was on, but he just had an absolute crack saying like, how dare you come up to me while I'm just, on my day off.
How dare you do that? You cannot define yourself in reference to other external coordinates. Just come up to me like this is this is my reality, all right?
That's giving me like post-traumatic stress.
Really? Just kicking off.
He
That's such a
absolutely
shame.
kicked off at me. I know. I was really disappointed
Isn't
as well.
he all like, supposedly about peace and love, and
Chill.
that's kind of what he preaches?
Yeah, I was expecting him to be so relaxed. Angry.
What era Russell Brand are we talking? Like, what timeline? What year
Was he on the
it,
drugs?
roughly?
Was it like 2008?
Oh, well, it must have been.
How
I'm gonna
big
say,
was his hair?
post-taper. It was big. He had big hair.
Okay, yeah. So he was
reckon.
probably.
But
I read
at
his
the
book.
height of the fame.
I read his bookie book, and it's called. He had my bookie book, and then my bookie book 2 was the second one. And he said at one point when he was on the drugs, he had a rat living in his hair, like a pet rat.
You're kidding.
So maybe
I'd be angry
That
too about a
checks
rat.
out.
mate.
Yeah, it was
he said
probably
literally
about the
he was
same
on
time.
stage, and his real life was like Ratatouille. Like there was like a rat like controlling his brain. Oh, that's such a shame. Well, look, if you've met an angry celeb, 13 24 10 is the number. Maybe the experience wasn't as nice as you'd imagine. They do say that sometimes, never meet your heroes. 13 24 10 is the number, and we're joined now by Helena. Who have you met?
I actually met Guy Sebastian.
Oh, no. We've been
come
saying
on.
no. We've been saying he was a good guy.
We are big Guy Sebastian fans, so Helena, please tell us what happened.
Well, I thought, he was a good guy too, but back when I was maybe 13 or 14, I was a bit of a fangirl, and we were at Marion Shopping Centre, and I spotted him out, and I asked for an autograph and a photo, and he just completely blew me off, didn't even look at me. I think he may have got one of his staff or whoever he was with just to say no, he's not interested. He didn't speak to me himself.
Oh, are you sure it was him? Because that doesn't sound like Guy.
I don't think Guy Sebastian would be walking around with staff. You know what I mean? He's the kind of guy where he would just be walking around.
Maybe it wasn't staff. Maybe it was a couple people who was with. But it was when I was 14 or 13, and I was with my friends, so we were a bit fangirlish.
Yeah.
And he just ignored me, and I was pretty sad because I went to his concert the year before, and I got his autograph and photos and everything.
Well, maybe he remembered you and he said, no double dipping.
Maybe
Helena.
he was just having a bad day.
Yeah, maybe. Benefit of the doubt. Normally I'd love to pile into someone, but he's reserved in my upper echelon of greats for me.
Me too. And I think the fact now that we've had 2 Guy Sebastian stories, we defended him twice, we won't defend him a third time.
If someone has a third Guy Sebastian story, he's just the worst dude. I'm sorry. No, of course not. Julie, what happened? You met an angry celebrity.
I did. So I was on the plane, and 2 seats in front of me was Mark Williams, the old Port Adelaide coach.
Choco!
And so I went up to him, as we were about to hop off, and I'm like, can I please get a photo and an autograph? And he's like, go away, you annoying person.
He actually said that?
He used those words?
He did. He is rude as...
Go away, you annoying person. That's hilarious.
So I don't know if he was having a bad day, not coaching properly, whatever, but he's absolutely rude.
Maybe he had some bad emails from Scotty's Transport. He also famously isn't a fan of them.
I feel like we have to give the benefit of the doubt to Choco that he wouldn't say, go away, you annoying person.
Oh, that's hilarious. Leanne.
Hi, Ben and Leanne.
G'day. You've met an angry celebrity.
I certainly have. I met Shannon Knoll when he first was runner-up in the competition.
Yep.
And it was at a star party, and he just thought that he was above everybody else. And at a star party, you're supposed to mingle, but he thought he was too good for that. And also, there was Axel Whitehead. He was performing as well.
Oh, yes. Axel Whitehead, who famously got his little Axel Whitehead out on the Aria stage. I think to be fair, to corroborate your stories, there has been some articles about Knowlesy over the years and about
Leanne,
Axel Whitehead. I feel like,
Leanne, you said it was at your workplace. You don't work at the Crazy Horse, do you?
No. It wasn't my workplace. It was at a star party, where you meet all the celebrities.
I think it's a staff party.
Do you pay for a ticket to meet the stars? Is that how it works?
No. I shouldn't say this. It was another radio station competition.
Oh, bloody hell, Leanne. What the heck? What the hell?
Hang on. I'm dying to know which radio station managed to scrap together Shannon Knoll and Axel Whitehead.
The Veronicas were there as well.
Oh, okay.
The Veronicas were there as well.
Yeah. What station was it?
That was SAFM.
Yeah, well, big get for them getting Axel Whitehead. And I don't do surprises. That was only last year as well that you went to that party. Good stuff. Oh, thanks for your call, Leanne.
And stick around because we have got some Reece Maston tickets to give away in the next 15 minutes.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Yep, the 610 quiz, Liam. If you get on air to play the quiz, you're in the draw for 10K a day in May. Kate, Tim and Joel could be calling you this afternoon at 5 p.m. to give you $10,000. Over $200,000 must be given away in the month of May on Nova. And you also get to choose the next song we play, Liam.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Ben, you finally get to pick a new one. You were trying to lug off Simple Plan for a hell of a long time last week. We're joined by Emily now in Parkholm. How you doing, Em?
Hello, good morning.
Let's get into these questions. It was the second leaders debate last night. Can you name one of the leaders who was competing in it?
Wait, I've got no idea. I don't watch the news.
You don't watch the news? You don't know who could potentially be the Prime Minister or maybe who's running the country at the moment?
No.
You don't know who the Prime Minister is?
Who's the Prime Minister?
I have 3 children. I don't know.
And you probably should know who the Prime Minister of the country is if you're concerned with the welfare of those 3 children. You really can't name the PM, Emily.
No.
That's really funny.
That's actually mind-boggling. What a way to start the week. Rachel from Tea Tree Gully, do you know who's running the country?
Hi, yes, it's Scott Morrison.
It is Scott Morrison. Very well done. Okay, second question. Beer cans may return to Adelaide Oval instead of plastic cups, which is exciting. Can you name one beer that originated in South Australia?
West End?
Yeah. The best end of the day is the West End of the day. There's been 500 kilograms of cocaine found in coffee sent to a Nespresso plant. That's a bit of fun. Which male celebrity heartthrob is the face of Nespresso?
Is it George Clooney?
It is. Swoon. Am I right? Is he in your top 3, Rachel?
I don't think so.
Oh really?
Who's in your top 3?
I've got to know now, I must admit.
Yeah.
He's a bit too old for me.
What about, like, if you had to, who is, though? Give us one person, one celeb in your top 3.
Leo DiCaprio, for sure.
DiCaprio,
Okay.
hard to go past Leo. Okay, Paris Hilton has starred in the latest Uber Eats ad alongside the Irwins at Australia Zoo. What Aussie state is it Australia Zoo in?
Queensland.
It is. Spoken like someone who's been there before. Last question. We're going to need your singing voice here, Rach. Taylor Swift fans are super excited after she's hinted at re-releasing her album 1989. Can you finish these Tay-Tay lyrics?
Oh my god, you know what? I can't.
Nah, sorry, Rach.
I'm just gonna put that album.
Nah, sorry. Nah, that's it's a stone cold.
Can I say, everyone playing the 610 quiz this morning has lacked a bit of oomph?
Oh, big time. Big time. Hey, Amelia, can you give us the oomfiest hello ever? I want 10 out of 10 oomph. Good morning, Amelia.
Good morning, Ben.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, bit of oomph. Love to hear it. Okay, can you finish these Tay-Tay lyrics?
I'm just gonna say.
Shake it off. Oh, yeah, good stuff, Amelia. Okay, well done. You are in the draw to win $10,000 with Nova's 10K a day in May.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And, Amelia, you also get to choose the next song we play. Now, this morning, would you like to go back to the 1980s?
Or would you like to hear from 3 Doors Down? What are you thinking, Amelia?
I'm gonna have to go with the second one.
Kryptonite. All right. Well, you may as well call me Lex Luthor. Thanks, Amelia, for playing.
Thank you so much.
Going all the way back to 2000 with this one, Liam.
Oh, yeah. It's Kryptonite, 3 Doors Down on Nova.
Ben and Liam. It's like dopamine for your ears.
Morning, Adelaide. The big leaders debate on Channel 9 last night, Ben. We heard it was a bit of a dog's breakfast, but I mean, just hearing the grab in Taylor's news there. Can we hear that again, Tay?
No, we did not over the sale of territory-owned assets of that nature.
Federal government. Okay, I think we're getting more questions between the... Excuse me, I think we're getting more questions between the...
Bit going on there. Bit of overthought. Sounds like our community radio days. We just used to just talk over each other at the same time, as well as the callers. We still do it a little bit now. Listen out for it.
Liab Pod Men Cast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam podcast.
Ben's broadcasting from home. He's got COVID. And Ben, just because you are broadcasting from home doesn't mean I haven't been keeping tabs on you, okay? Is there anything you'd like to admit? Anything you'd like to confess to?
Not on the radio, no.
Yeah, because I've actually seen what you've been looking up, what you've been watching.
Well, this is concerning for everybody listening, for myself. Are you sure you want to talk about this?
Look, it's not about your Google history. Don't worry about that.
Okay, good.
We share an Amazon Prime account, so I can see the television shows and movies that you've been watching. Yeah. Lux Listings Sydney. Are you for real?
Not me.
Well, I'm not watching it. There's only 2 people on the account unless you've given the password to someone else. Lux Listings Sydney. You're watching that? That's how you're choosing to spend your weekend? I mean, I know you're in lockdown, but there are other options.
I don't know what to say apart from I was pretty desperate on Saturday, and then I was with my wife Sam, and that show came up in the recommended, and we thought, you know what, like it's a real estate show. That's kind of interesting to me. And then we did get pulled in by the drama. There's a lot of drama on this show.
You are such trashy tea. Like, does the Amazon just know that, like, you're thick or something? It's just like, oh yeah, you like this. Who likes this?
It's not that bad. No, like, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, there's like a little bit of drama, but it's more about like the properties, you know?
No, I mean, it's clearly more just about the people on the show. I've actually got a little bit of the trailer for people who haven't seen Lux Listings Sydney before. Have a listen to this.
Real estate is a game that I play to win.
I will do anything to source a property for my clients.
When I started, I was told that I couldn't work because I was a girl. I have been called a Rottweiler in heels. I wear heels. They don't think I'm a pooch.
What do you get when you put so many egos in a room?
Who knows what's going to happen?
It's just all about the property. Some people call me a Rottweiler in heels. Oh my God. that woman scares me.
It is. It's pure trash. You've got Gavin Rubinstein, who's like this little.
Is he the guy with his hairline annoys me? Yeah, I literally only watched the trailer because I was like, what is he watching? And I was like, that guy's hairline can't be real. It's like he's spray painted his hair on.
Yeah, he's like 5'2", and he's kind of like the main character, Gavin Rubinstein, and he definitely like. He's compensating for a lot of things, I reckon, mainly his height.
Yeah. Okay, so big flashy cars and suits and that sort of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, at least you've admitted it, and this is the first step a lot of the time, admitting that you've got a problem, that you're watching some trashy TV, and from here, you'll recover. Why don't we do this morning? 13 24 10. What's your guilty pleasure TV show? Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Just put your hand up and say, yeah, look, I'm like Ben. I'm watching something like Lux Listings Sydney.
Yeah, we did smash through all 2 seasons of it over the weekend. We binged it. We watched all 2 seasons. And then I must admit, while we were admitting stuff, I did Google when does season 3 come out.
No. They've got your hook, line and sinker. Amy, what show are you watching?
So, morning, boys. It's called Get Organised with the Home Edit on Netflix.
Okay, is that like a Marie Kondo sort of thing? It's just like people cleaning their house?
Yeah, exactly, but apparently there's drama, and because, oh no, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the chips back in the container in time before they get home.
Okay, yeah.
It's ridiculous, and they get so excited, and look, honestly, the show's pretty loud. I mean, it's a couple of girls, so they're pretty excited over all of this.
Hang on, you said before they come home, Amy, is it a sort of, you know how sometimes on, the backyard renovation shows, like the family go away for the weekend, and they've had like a tragedy, so everyone pitches in, and they come back and their houses will change, but is this a thing where people go to the shops and they come back and then their house is like more organised, like they've just their cutlery?
Pretty much, literally, that's what it is. And then, and then they're like, everyone's always so surprised. How did you do this? It's like they put stuff in containers.
Yeah, right. But there's something about it that keeps you coming back.
Oh, I watched all 8 episodes on the weekend, and trust me, it wasn't my finest moment.
Yeah, well, look, I feel like Ben is already writing that one down in his notes.
Yeah, look, it is pretty addictive. So while you're stuck in COVID, I'd probably give it a shot. I'm pretty sure your wife might actually get enjoyment. Who knows? She might even organise the pantry.
Stuff, Amy. Thanks for
Amy,
your
your
call.
passion for that show definitely sold it to me.
She loved that show. Troy, you have a guilty pleasure TV show that you're watching?
Morning, boys. Yeah, me and my partner watched Gilmore Girls from start to finish.
Gilmore Girls. All right, we got a bit of it here. How do the boys feel about that one, the Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good laugh. A lot of one-liners.
Troy, can you explain just in a couple of sentences the Gilmore Girls to me? What's the show about?
About a mum and a daughter that go to the cafe a lot. A bit about their life.
Sounds awesome, dude. Yeah, no, definitely gotta check that one out. Thanks for your call, Troy. Paige, what is your guilty pleasure TV show?
Good morning. My guilty pleasure is Highway Patrol.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with a bit of Highway Patrol.
Pulled over for speed.
Any drug paraphernalia in the car? Sure? Yeah? Well, I can see something already. Back parcel deck.
Love it, love someone getting
That's
sprung with a
fair.
bit of drug paraphernalia. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
to be honest,
that's fair, Paige.
I feel like everyone likes those shows. Also, like the RBT, like when it's like clocking up and you're like, ooh, like, you know it's going to be a big one. But when the number gets there, awesome.
Yeah.
And then when they try and get out of it, and then they take them to the cop shop, and then it blows even higher. You're like, oh, it just keeps getting worse. I can't turn it off. Why do those people agree to be on those shows? Like, what's the go with that?
The only thing better than like Highway Patrol and RBT is the New Zealand spin-offs because they've got Kiwi accents.
Yeah, it's like just a little bit funnier. They're like,
Yeah.
yes, you're very drunk. You're going to prison for a long time. This is very bad. Jake, last one here. What's your guilty pleasure TV show?
Yeah, Below Deck. Basically a yachting show about a bunch of like young people that can't get other jobs that get on a boat for a season and entertain rich guests.
Yeah, right. Okay, here's a bit of Below the Deck here.
You don't know what you're doing.
I feel like I've worked my hardest.
Exactly. It's so dangerous. I can't do it. You don't just quit.
You win.
I honestly feel like they can make a drama out of literally anything these days. I feel like winning.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
Happy Mother's Day for yesterday.
Mamma mia, here I go again.
Had a nice roast at Mum and Dad's yesterday. Dad was cooking. Then we went to my fiance's mum's later on. She was like, we're like, oh, last minute, like, why not? Let's order something in instead of cooking. And we got wok in a box. Haven't had that in
very
15 years.
Of course, Liam, I am broadcasting from home because I've got COVID. Almost at the end of my quarantine now. I didn't go see Mum, obviously because of the COVID. Just a real quick one. What are your thoughts on people celebrating like fur baby mums?
Nah, it's not a thing. Yeah,
not a thing, is it? No.
Nah, you. If you have not birthed a child,
yep,
you do not celebrate.
Totally agree.
No, you know what? Also, I suppose you can adopt kids. So that's look. If it has to be a child, would be the rule. You can't just have a dog or a cat. That doesn't count. You don't get presents for that.
I sensed a little bit of backtrack.
There was a backtrack. There was a
yeah.
backtrack. I mean, some people, can't do that, so that's fair, and they're still mums. Look, sometimes though, you go through all that effort. You're raising kids, and then they give you something crap on the day, and you think, really, what's the point? I mean, why am I working so hard to keep you alive and keep you educated? And we wanted to give something to those mums this morning. Erin, did you cop a bit of a dodgy present from the kids for Mother's Day?
Yeah, I did. I got mint.
Mint?
Sorry?
Mint.
As in the herb?
No, just mint, like your little fresh breath mint.
Oh, like a Tic Tac or a Chewy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's all I got. He thought about buying me a candle, and he's like, oh, nah, I'll just get you the mints instead.
How old, Erin, is your child?
11.
Yeah, old enough to do a little bit better than just some Chewies, I think. Well, would you like to swap that for a Lush voucher, perhaps?
Sure, that'd be great.
That's coming your way, and I do have stinky coffee breath, so that will be coming in handy. Thank you for that. Kylie, and happy Mother's Day for yesterday. What did you get?
Good morning, Ben and Liam.
My 15-year-old son thought it appropriate to re-gift me a candle that he'd already given me at Christmas time. And he'd used it in between.
Right, so the wick was actually black, which is normally a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, and he had already re-gifted that to his sister in April as well.
Oh, right.
What kind of operation is this 15-year-old running? He gave it to you for Christmas, then he took it back and gave it to, was it the sister for Easter, and then he gave it back to you for Mother's Day.
Yes, correct.
Repeat offender. Is he doing it as a joke, or does he genuinely think he's getting away with it every time?
Well, I think at this stage it's become a little bit of a joke. So
Yeah, fair enough. Well, do you like candles?
I do like candles.
Well, we'll be giving you a dusk voucher.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
Have a
easy,
great
Kylie.
day, guys.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
you.
Happy Mother's Day. Alicia, last one. What did you get given? I mean, you work so hard as a mum. Was the present really not up to scratch?
Hello, I have 2 kids aged 2 and 11 and a partner, and I got absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Well, look, we've been swapping out bad Mother's Day gifts for good Mother's Day gifts, and we've only got one more gift left to give. Liam, you've got the prize sack in front of you. Does the prize involve a gum nut?
Look, I have some leftover stuff from the Mother's Day stall from Friday, so I got 2 options for you. I got a Suzanne's voucher, or I got a gum nut glued onto a piece of wood. Or, you know what, third option, because I feel bad, you can have both.
Look, I'll just have the voucher. It'll be fine.
You don't want the gum nut on the piece of wood, or?
Oh, you know what? I'll take the gum nut.
Yeah, bloody oath. No. Yeah. You can hang it on the Christmas tree or something like that. Oh, good stuff, Alicia. Well, happy Mother's Day. Hopefully your family do better next year. And a big happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there for yesterday.
Ben and Liam, dopamine for your ears.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet.
Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well in a very unexpected collab, the Irwins have teamed up with Paris Hilton. Now it's for a new Uber Eats ad. You know, we've seen all the Uber Eats ad. They splash out on people, Kim Kardashian's been in it with Magda Szubanski. Well now, like I said, we've got Paris Hilton with the Irwins in the latest ad.
Tonight, I'll be eating veggie palmies and chippies with our Australia Zoo family. The crocodiles.
The lizards. The giraffes.
And chihuahuas.
Crikey, Paris. This is where we keep the snakes.
Oh, that is so crikey.
That's the short TV version. In the longer YouTube cut, Bindi actually says, "Tonight I'll be eating veggie parmies, chippies, and washing it down with a packet of Winnie Blues." Because if you didn't know, she smokes. We did an interview with her once, and she was having a durry before.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't know that. No one really talks about it. We do on this show, but we caught her smoking. Winnie Irwin smokes. It's pretty crazy.
I'm still waiting for Women's Weekly to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Get a bit of coin for that.
All right, and now this might sound a bit alarming to any pet owners, but we have been told that it is okay. The first reported case of a dog contracting COVID has happened in Sydney.
Did the dog discover it had COVID after it couldn't smell other dogs' buttholes?
Well, apparently...
Oh, I've lost my taste and smell. Oh, no, I've got it.
Well, apparently it is similar to what people feel when they have COVID. So, yeah, lack of smell, lack of taste, very tired. So, look, we're being told to watch out, but...
How do you know if a dog's tired?
I know, they sleep like 10 hours, like during the day. Like
I don't have a dog, but I feel like no, they don't. They
it's kennel quarantine for you, Kippy. Get in there.
And finally, Swiss police say that they have seized 500 kilograms of cocaine from a shipment of coffee beans that was sent to the Nespresso factory. It's believed that the bags of cocaine, were hidden in coffee bean bags, and it was originated from Brazil, but Nespresso have come out and said that it hasn't come into contact with any of their products, and they want to reassure consumers that all the products are safe to consume still.
No wonder why the cups of coffee are getting you so jacked. I've seen as well, have you seen the latest development? Instead of George Clooney, they've just signed $1 million deal with Ben Cousins to start doing the Nespresso coffee pod ads for them.
Leah Pod Mencast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
And Ben, I'm a bit upset because my partner lied to my face.
Oh no!
Yeah, fiance. You're not supposed to lie to people when you love them. You know, the ones you hold close. Got home from work on Friday, and the last of our Easter chocolate had been cleared out. And I confronted Sarah and said, "Where's the chocolate gone?" And you know what she said?
What?
"I threw it in the bin so I wouldn't eat it." No, you didn't, mate. You didn't do that.
Hang on, but now I mean, I don't know Sarah as well as you do, so did she throw it in the bin or did she eat it?
No. I checked the bin. No evidence. She's gone to the effort of emptying the bin, so that's my job. So she wouldn't do that normally. And then I pushed her more on it and she said, "No, I had a little bit of it and it was gross, so then I threw it away." And then I said, "Well, there was 2 different types of chocolates, so what, you just didn't like both of them?" I'm like, I reckon what's happened is she's just kicked off the weekend a little early and tucked into a couple of blocks of chocky. Now,
so did she eat the chocolate and then do you think, so she's eaten it, she's put the rubbish in the bin and then she's taken the small bin to the outside bin? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Or burnt it in a bin somewhere, like burnt it in a park. But, I was also like, I just had to go along with it. You reckon I'd get away with that? No fear, mate. Imagine if she came home and all the chips and chocolate were gone, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I threw it in the bin because I don't want junk food here anymore." Like, she would obviously know, but I would just have to be like, "Oh, good on you. That's, like, good on you for being healthy." I'm like, "I know what you're doing. You just ate all the chocolate by yourself and you didn't stop yourself and then there's none left." Just lied straight to my face. Couldn't believe it. If that's happened to you, give us a buzz. 13 24 10. Your partner lied to your face. It could be on the big scale. It could be on the smaller scale and they just maybe just ate some chocolate and didn't want to admit it. Emma joins us now. Your partner lied to your face too.
Yeah, he did. So similar to you with the chocolate Easter eggs, I had a gorgeous Lindt bunny that I was really keen on eating. And he tucked into it while I was at work one day, and I came home and I asked him what happened to it, and he said his parents came over and they all had a bit and left me nothing.
Yeah, right, yeah. He hasn't seen his parents in like 3 years. Yeah.
And I was just like, really? And later he came clean. He was like, no, he demolished the whole thing.
That's it.
Right, you now owe me another Lindt bunny, thank you.
And that's a good one. Like, that's like top of the line. Like, Lindt bunny it's the gold wrapper for a reason because it's like, it is the gold star. And that's the thing. That's how it starts. Sometimes you give the ears a little nibble and then the face is looking at you and you go, "Oh, I'll take the head off."
And there's nothing that causes more tension in a relationship as well than if you've got your mind set all day on eating a certain thing and then when you get home and your partner's eating it,
just punched out like a 10-hour shift and you're like, "Oh man, after dinner I'm just that bunny is mine." Yeah. Samara joins us now. If your partner lied to your face?
Yes, he did.
What was the lie?
We were newly married and they were in the bedroom, like him and his friends were just sort of mucking around. I could hear a few noises and I knew they were looking at his BB gun. I've heard this massive bang and I've run in there and I've gone like, "What the hell's going on? Did you shoot that gun?" And he's like, "No." And we're all just looking at each other. There's a hole in my bed. It was like, you not only did you lie straight to my face, it's like Exhibit A.
Yeah. Is this like...
I didn't.
How old was he at the time? 12?
We were only young, I think we were like 20, and he doesn't have the gun anymore. But it's like, you can't just say no, it's right there.
Yeah, you're holding the gun. Like, this is as close as like we can get to catching
I must admit, though, that does sound pretty sweet, having a BB gun. I wish I had that.
I wish I had a mate with a BB gun for sure. Yeah, it's a shame he sold it, actually. Nicole, your partner lied to your face.
He did. We hadn't been dating for very long, and I bought him some new jocks. I thought, it was a really sweet gesture of me to buy. Anyway, a couple of days later, he had thrown. I saw them in the top of the bin, and I was like, "Oh, it's a bit harsh. Didn't you like them?" And he's like, "Oh, no. I ripped a hole in them. Like I was being silly," and I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough. Expensive jocks, but didn't want to make a fuss. We hadn't been dating for very long." Anyway, I didn't think anything of it, and then we'd been laughing about something, and I said about expensive gifts, and I wouldn't buy him anymore. And this is I'm talking 7 years later here. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, I have to admit something." And I was like, "What?" He said, "Oh, I threw those jocks in the bin, not because I ripped a hole in them, but because I had diarrhea and I didn't want to tell you." That is disgusting. I'm glad you didn't tell me, but then I was like, "But they're expensive jocks. You should have just washed them."
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, no.
Kept that for like 7 years.
I must
to
admit,
himself.
as soon as you said they're on the top of the bin, I'm like, he's crapped his stacks.
Yeah, although I'm so glad that, because I'm same as Liam, like I knew where that story was going, but I'm so glad that when he said there was a hole in them, you didn't go and inspect them to see where the hole was.
Where's the hole? Jess, your partner lied to your face.
He did indeed. It was pretty bad, actually. He told me he had his license when we first got together. He's now my husband, but was my boyfriend back then. And just because he was embarrassed that he was in his mid-20s and didn't have it.
Right.
And then he got pulled over by the police for speeding with me in the car. And he gave his brother's name, which I thought was really weird, and told me it was because his license was expired. And then 2 weeks when the fine came in the mail,
oh my God,
addressed to his brother absolutely lost the plot, and I had no idea what was going on. And his brother turned around and said, "Well, yeah, he doesn't have his license."
Oh my God, illegal lie. Yeah, that's a bad one. Has he got his license now?
He does. He went out pretty much straight away after that and got his
Because his
license.
brother only had 2 demerit points left. Unreal. And that's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. Ben, at the moment you've got 3 towels on the ground, one hanging in the door. Can you just talk a little bit, and then what we'll do is we'll get you to pick those towels up, and we'll see if
I don't really want it. It took me a while to get the towels down. I don't know if I want to pick them up.
It looks like you've just chucked some towels on the floor. You haven't really soundproofed the room.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, fine. All right. So I'll count to 10,
Yeah.
and then I'll do it, and then I'll get the towels, and then we'll find out.
All right.
Okay. This is with towels.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, Ben's now taking his headphones off. He's going down to retrieve the 3 towels that he's used to soundproof the room. Okay, and now this supposedly will be very different to the ear. Have a little listen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's the same. It's obviously the
Well,
same.
then why have I got towels on the floor like an idiot?
Well, that's you got to ask yourself that. I don't think anyone asked you
Well,
to
I
do
don't know.
that.
Producer Andy said to me, "Hey mate, throw some towels around because it'll help dampen the sound." So I've done that, but now I'm the idiot.
Producer Andy, is that true? Did you ask?
It sounds so much better with the towels. And
okay, so it does.
It doesn't.
It does. And at the start of this podcast, I don't know when you moved the one from behind you, but it sounds so much more echoey.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're crazy.
No, I agree. I do.
Well,
I thought it was helping.
Whatever it does for you guys, that's fine. Also, what I'll do is, Andy, I'll get you to stick around. We'll get producer Bell to come in as well because we wanted to do an extra little podcast today. We don't really know what it's about just yet, but start of a new era, perhaps in the podcast.
All right, I'm gonna go put some towels up.
Sounds good.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.